Good morning, boys and girls. Today, we're going to begin with the end in mind, and we're going to think about our learning targets. So at the end of today, I want everyone to be able to say, I can make and describe patterns. And I know this learning target seems pretty easy, and it is kind of easy, but there are a few things and a few vocabulary words that are going to be new to you, so I want you to listen very carefully. First of all, a lot of times you're going to see this kind of direction. Find and describe a pattern. Now this type of problem, they already give you the rule. The rule for the pattern is add 5, and the first term in the pattern is 5. When they say first term, they're talking about the very first number here in the pattern. So in this case, it's 5. So the directions just say use the rule to write the numbers in the pattern. So obviously this one's going to be pretty easy. If it's add 5 and the first one's 5 and the next one's 10, the next one would be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. And like I said, this part's pretty easy, but there are a few terms that we need to listen. So sometimes after you've already come up with the entire pattern, you're going to see another question that looks like this. What's another way to describe this pattern? Obviously, we can say that this is adding 5 or skip counting by 5, but take a look at the numbers. What else do you notice besides the fact that it's skip counting by 5? I noticed that it goes even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, all the way down. I also noticed that in the ones place, it goes 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. And when I look at the tens place, if you imagine that the 5 has a 0 in the tens place, the tens place goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and if I continued, it would go 6, 6, 7, 7. So those are other ways to describe the pattern besides just add 5. All right, let's look at another pattern. All right, this time they give you the rule. The rule for the pattern is add 3, subtract 1. The first term in the pattern is 6. Now what this means is it doesn't mean add 3 then subtract 1 for each term. It means you're going to add 3, then you're going to subtract 1. So the first term in the pattern is 6, and that's already here. So 6 plus 3 would be 9. So we would have 9 here. And then we're going to subtract 1. So 1 minus 9 would be 8. And then we're going to go back to add 3, which would be 11. Minus 1 would be 10. Add 3. Subtract 1. Add 3. Subtract 1. Add 3. Let me end it down here a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take out a few of these spaces to get that back up there. Okay, so we have 6, 9, so add 3 minus 1, add 3 minus 1, add 3 minus 1, add 3. Oops, I made a mistake there, did I? That should be 15. 15 minus 1, add 3. Well, you got to go back and check your work. All right, so now we obviously have the pattern add 3 minus 1, but if you go back and look at these numbers, what's another way to describe the pattern? Let's see, I see even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. So we could describe the pattern as even, odd, even, odd. Every other number is counting by twos. So you could say every other number is counting by twos because it goes 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then every other number is counting by twos. So it goes 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. So some words that you need to know today. First term, that refers to the first number in a pattern. And when it asks you to describe the pattern in another way, it means another way besides just the rule. So when you come and see me today, we're going to have an exit slip that looks like this, and you're going to answer some of these questions.